Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Uh, just wanted to make a quick video to go over a trade I took the other day and show my mindset and mistakes that I made and how you can probably look at it, review this and look at it and see like mistakes that you made or what you could have done or what you may do in the future uh, in regards to this. So let me delete these. Okay, so basically, what I did, I got up around, well, came onto the charts around 5:30, so that'll be around here. So around this candle here, I didn't get in right away. I watched price, just to see what it was doing, and I took a buy stop above this area here, this high, and a sell stop below this low. We didn't have all this at that time. So I saw that price was pushing and it pulled back and I entered a trade here. But on this candle I saw that price wasn't really doing anything. So exit I exit the trade. I exit the trade and I just waited. I waited to see, what it was doing. And so finally I entered again over here. And I believe at this time I had entered two trades. So I did exit one, and this one went against me. But what I noticed at that time, that price was pushing up, and it pushed up to this trend line. It pushed up to this trend line. Now I can tell you that at that time I did notice that price was on a uptrend. For the daily. At that time, I'm looking at this on an uptrend. I did see this wick here. So I'm thinking, okay, perhaps price already pulled into it, because sometimes it'll pull into it and sometimes it'll fill this whole wick. So I'm like, I don't know if it's got its pullback all the way yet. So that's what I'm waiting to see. So that's why I put my sell below there. So I end up getting out that trade and I took this for a loss. So I I said, okay, man, I don't know what I'm thinking. I see prices keep coming to this trend line, so it's pushing down now. So sometimes you can be confusing. So I noticed that, okay, we're making lows now. So I waited. I end up getting in because I put move my stop loss up here. I mean, not stop loss, I'm sorry. But sell stop, I moved it up here and it triggered me in. And I got in as price pulled back. So I was in two positions. So I wrote it down, but and I got out. But the confusing thing with me as well, and maybe with other people, is I was on the 5 minute as well. So in the 5 minutes, you're going to see all of this, all of that, and sometimes this stuff can be confusing. Instead of it's just like you looking up on something real close, and it's really blocking your vision. You can't really see it, so you can't really see what's going on. And prior to that, just getting into the trade, being impatient. Now I end up capitalizing on that sale and getting back some of that loss that all of it. I got all of it back actually. And I got all the loss back and I made some profit. But I'm thinking how I could have looked at that trade and came to that trade better, you know, with a better mindset. Some things that well, I did look up. I did put a Fibonacci, and I wanted to see as far as the sorry, let's see here. Now I look, although I looked from this area, I seen what it did. Now this is before, prior to that. Now we see it now, but prior to that, I was looking at. Now I said, okay, I want to go something more recent, and I believe I went here. Okay, let me see if it's on the hour. I was looking on the hour on it. Okay, yeah. So that was the area I was looking at. But let's watch this play out. How I should have looked at this. Now this is the area here. Okay, hold up 1 second. Hold up 1 second, guys. So, looking here at this golden zone. Uh, Two don't like to let go sometimes. Okay. You let it play out. You notice here that the price is pushing down. You want to put your trend line. Now I'm gonna put my buy stop and my sell stop below these areas. See here, if I would have got into this position, well, if you took a sell here, I'm not even gonna say there, because this is when you're gonna set your trend line, when it gives you this lower high. So I would have waited for the pullback to it. Normally I would have, but and that's if your mind right. And to be honest, sometimes you come to this market, you're not always going to be 100% on point. And just above that area, what's only 7 pips, maybe 9, 10 pips, then that's not a lot, especially if your lot size, is good. So even if you say, hey, I'm just going to take price down to here, because like I say, you got to have an area whereas you want to take profit. I mean, to this area was just the top of that, because sometimes it may bounce from the 618 and come down to the 50, and that's around 50 80 something pips. That's 80 something pips. So, but if we watch this play out, you see price pull back up, but it didn't make a higher high. It made a lower high. It's slightly, but it made a lower high, and price broke all the way through, which was about, it went to about the 76 to that area. But if we were to look on like a high time frame, we'll probably see it. Well, I don't have the 50 here. Okay, one second. We'll probably see it probably somewhere at the 50 or something like that on a different time frame, and just it bounced from that area. Now perhaps sometimes what it'll do a small pullback. So even at the break and just having patience. Now the thing is, if we go like, and which was what was one of my what messed me up was I went down to the time of 5 minute, and that kind of got me off right here. Even here, it tapped me in because I did take a sell, and I took a sell on a pullback too as well. I waited for the pullback, although you can see it went back like 24 pips when it triggered me in. It went up like 24 pips, maybe 26, depending on the spread. I mean, it wasn't a big thing for me because my lot size wasn't that big, you know. So I tried to scale down my lot size, and that's why I took a second entry, because I already know my lot size wasn't as big. So your profit is not going to be that big as well. But with me, I look to make around $500, between $500 and $800 a day, and just compound my account like that, and it's less stress on me with the amount. But I recommend that you stay on these high time frames. That way you can be able to handle and manage your stress level. And if we watch this play out, it just pulled back. It did the pullback. That was the pullback, and it filled in. If we can see this, it filled this wick. So that's something I want you guys to take notice of. When you see these wicks like this, you know, sometimes price, and these smaller time frames anyway. And I'm not talking about the 5 minute, the 15 minute, maybe even the hour price, even sometimes on the 4 hours as well. Price fill in those wicks. Sometimes you may see it bounce from a certain area, and then you see a big old wick. It may not fill that in, not right away. Maybe that takes some time, maybe days, weeks, month, depending on the time frame or what have you. But it filled this in just perfect. It filled that time because it left from there probably fast. So that's why I was looking at this. But I know sometimes it doesn't always fill the entire wick. But if we watch this thing play out, let me erase that. And that's another way to look at it. When price. This is what I do anyway. When I see price make a push down like this, and I see the next candle push back up, I'll probably wait. Sometimes I'll wait and see it. Actually, this is what I'll do. I'll wait and see if it pushed down again to a lower, and then I can put a buy stop, for instance, because it's a buy above that. high it made. And if it does that, and you'll normally see it like on a high time frame, it'll push down like that. It'll push up, but it'll push down. So I put it above there, because if prices continuing up, then it's going to break that area. And you may as well see it leave that area and come right back to the top of this area and retest it. Not always the case, but as you can see, it went up there. Although it did not break the high here or even go past this high, but it would have worked out. I would have waited for a pullback and then got in. Excuse me. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you right now. But it's just the mindset, and it's trading the mindset. Once you can get over that mindset, then you can, or the psychological aspect of it. Goodness, I'm just what I'm looking for. Okay.